Yo guys and girls, it's your boy Hunty again with another build video. Okay, this time we are going to be covering the Magic Warden. We haven't done anything with the Magic Warden for a little while now. It's been a bit boring, you know, the same generic all subterranean, spam flame reach and, you know, northern storm sort of nonsense, and everyone's build seems to be the same and just generic pretty much, and it's a little bit boring. Okay, but this time we've gone for a little bit different, a little bit more quirkiness, and yeah, really good damage, really good pressure damage. Okay, we're not waiting for that northern storm to get the only damage that we've got. We've got constant damage on this, custom uptime on constant pressure, and I'm finding this really good fun. Okay, so before I go into the gear and stuff, okay, I want to give a shout out to King Alpha. Okay, I originally seen him on a build sort of set up a little bit like this. Okay, he's running the same gear. Okay, but I use it slightly different. Okay, but King Alpha pointed me in the direction for this build. And yeah, I seen him wrecking in PvP, and I was like, yo, boy, what you running? Okay, so yeah, I'll put the link to his channel below. I know he's new to YouTube. Okay, go whack a sub in his channel. And yeah, let's crack on. So, let's get straight into the gear then. We're going Spinner's front bar, okay? None lightning staff. Lightning staff mainly because it gives us more damage for his AoE abilities, so as a subterranean, or whatever it's called for the magic version, subterranean, okay? And this is going to give us a lot of damage, a lot of penetration, and a lot of damage, and also gives us a lot of max magicka, which then, you know, the two-piece max magicka gives us more max magic pool, therefore gives us more damage, as well as the penetration on top. So yeah, it's awesome. Back bar, running willpower. Okay, personal preference, you can run Death's Wind if you want to up your resistances. Okay, I find willpower a little bit better off because of the more max magic here. Gives me a little bit, gives me better healing, and I'm just finding it, I'm getting better results with running the two-piece willpower on the back bar. Okay, we're running Pirate Skeleton for the one-piece resistance. And we're running Lord Warden for the one-piece resistance as well. So this is going to make us, this is going to give us tankiness. This is going to give us the resistances that we need to be tanky. And again, yes, we're running Necro. This is going to give us all his max magic, give us damage. It's just pretty much the best set for Mag Warden, to be honest. That with Spinners gives us awesome max magic pool, and just gives us mega damage and mega sustain. So the gear you'll see is nothing special, okay? But it's the way we play this and the skills we're using on this class that makes it a little bit different, okay, than all the other Magical Wardens. So we're running 1 spell damage and 2 recovery. Now you can drop in recovery and go even more spell damage, okay? But I play solo or really small groups, so it's very magic intensive. So I find just running that a little bit more overkill on the recovery a little bit more useful. But if I was running in like a 6-man group, I would drop a recovery and go more damage. And then, yeah, I'd have no problem sustaining. But when I'm getting focused by 3-4 players and I'm solo, okay, I need that extra magic recovery. Okay, so that is the gear. As you can see, nothing special. All the gear is easy to get hold of. Mega. Nothing you haven't seen before. Right, okay, so what makes us different is we're going different on the old skills. So we're going Deep Fissure. This is going to be as burst damage, AoE burst damage. Arctic Blast. Now, you don't see players using this CC. This is an awesome CC, guys. So, it heals you for 15% of the max health instantly, and additional 10% of your max health over 10 seconds. Okay, and it stuns the enemy for 3 seconds. If you don't know what this looks like, it looks like this. And it's got the same knockback. It's similar to Flame Reach, doesn't throw them as far, but it knocks them down on their back, so it's actual proper CC, okay, like a proper CC. It can't be reflected, so it projects out, as you can see, it's a projectile. It projects out like that, you see it? But it cannot be reflected. So it's not like Flame Reach, you come up against the Mag DK and you can't CC him forever. Nah, this skill is unreflectable, so you can get them CCs off 100% uptime every time they're not CC immune. Okay, mega CC. And we're using Force Pulse. Okay, this is going to be our weave for this light attack. This is what's going to give us constant pressure and a constant damage on the opponent. So running inner light. Okay, this is going to give us max magic once again on the front bar, and it's going to give us our critical rating, as you can see. Bird of Prey. Okay, we got this for a little bit of mobility, gives us the speed, but also while slotted gives us minor berserk, increasing our damage done by 8%. Okay, this is huge. Okay, so we're just going big on the damage on the front bar. And then we're using a different ultimate. We're not using the Northern Storm sort of meta version of using it. Okay, we're using the Eternal Guardian pet. It's this quirky little pet. Okay, does good pressure damage, and it also, you know, it's good for line of sight, and we also use it to heal ourselves. And I will show you that when we move on to the back bar. Okay, but as you can see here, where is it? So when someone activates Guardian, it's 75 ultimate. Okay, so the bear itself has an ultimate. So once the bear is summoned, you can actually, once you gain 75 ultimate, you get to activate the bear's ultimate ability. And as you can see, if you look down here, deals 100% more damage to enemies below 25% health, okay? So this is what we're going to be using as our execute. Now, Mag Wardens don't have an execute and always struggle. You get people down to no health and they survive. And the bear is what's going to fix this for us, okay? We're going to use it as an execute. And believe me, this hits like a truck and it is awesome, okay? But it's all about timing. Let's move on to the back bar. Okay, we're using Harness Magic. This is going to be our shield. We're using Vines, which is going to be our heal. This is as our burst heal. So you cast it, then recast it again. It gives us a massive chunk of healing. And we're using Nature's Embrace. Now, this is the thing we're going to be using. It's good for when you're in a group, but if you're solo, this is where Nature's Embrace comes in hand with the bear. Okay? We're hanging out, we've got people on us, we're taking a lot of damage, we've done his vines, healing up, and boom. We got this. We heal ourselves with the bear. It's so awesome, guy. Honestly, it's OP. Let's run through it. So launch vine and swing yourself to an ally, healing you and them for 23,551 health every 10 seconds. Over 10 seconds, every 10 seconds, that would be insane. Over 10 seconds, okay? So that's a big chunk. And then gain 3 ultimate when each of these effects are completed. Okay, so you're gaining massive amount of ultimates. And it gives us a vigor heal. Pretty much a vigor heal. Yeah? That is a very strong heal. As long as we're keeping uptime on this, and then we've got a burst heal, we have got some insane healing, guys. So we've got a shield and a burst heal, and basically a vigor heal, and that's how this works really well with the pet. Also use it, you know, if it locks onto an opponent like this, and the opponent's running and the bear's chasing, gap close, because as you can see, we don't run a gap closer. We're going to use the bear to gap close onto the opponent. Yeah. So yeah, it's really quick and it's really good. Enough about that skill. So then we're using Ice Fortress, which is going to be our physical and spell resistance buff. Also, you gain minor protection, reducing your damage taken by 8%. Okay, must have. Blue Betty, this is going to proc us Necro, as well as our pet procs Necro. Okay, but this is going to give us our major sorcery and give us magic back, as you can see there, because it's 5,348 magic back over 27 seconds and gives us major sorcery. Okay, which increases our spell damage by 20%. Okay, and that is the skills, guys. Let's go over the champion points quickly. Again, I say it every time, champion points are personal preference, so I never dig into it, I just brush over it. Okay, do what you want with the champion tree. It's all personal preference, and it's all how you play, customize. Okay, so that is the build, and that's the gear. I just want to I am a Breton as well, and a vampire. So I'm a vampire. I'm running the Apprentice Munderstone, and yes, I'm a Breton to help with sustain. Sustain on this is OP. Yeah, it's mega. You'll find it harder against Stand Blades, but everyone finds sustain harder against Stand Blades because they make you miss everything, and they come out and do massive burst onto you, so then you spend the next 10 seconds, you know, trying to out heal the defile and all that sort of good stuff. But that's, you know, that's natural. That's nothing that can't be helped. Okay, but I want to just sort of go over the rotation of this and how I work it, okay? And I want to just sort of like say, just the basic lowdown. It'll take some practice, but the basic lowdown of this build is basically we keep constant pressure up with the light attack force pulse. Then we proc our Fletcher infection, or deep fissure. Talking absolute nonsense. Proc a CC, proc the bear, and boom, we've done some awesome burst. Okay, so let's go through it slightly. So what we aim to do is we've got this constant pressure through force pulse light attack. Yeah, this is our constant pressure, grinding their health down, and we want to get them down to like halfway to the last quarter. You want to keep your fissure up constantly all the time. Constantly keep it up over and over again. Now, when we get them to low health, we want to change our rotation a little bit. We want to pressure him. Deep fissure, CC, bear. Okay? And then carry on like that. And this will cause a huge amount of damage. We'll go back through that again. We'll do it slow time this time. Okay? I'm just trying to get the ultimate back for the bear. As you can see there, I've got the bear up. And on the right side, I'm still building up ultimate for the bear. There we go, we've got 75 ultimate, so the bear is back. So, obviously you want to keep your buffs up. Make sure all your buffs are up. And what we're going to do, we're going to be keeping constant pressure on them with the deep fissures. Constant light attack force pulses, grinding them down over and over. When I get them to the last quarter of the health, or maybe halfway, depending on weaker opponent is. Okay, we're going to do it slow time. We're going to go light attack deep fissure, light attack CC, light attack bear, prop the bear ultimate. Okay, didn't work that time because I'm a noob. Okay, so we're going to go light attack deep fissure, light attack CC, light attack prop the bear, and then we're going to finish them off. Okay, and this is what makes you different than all the other wardens waiting for that Northern Storm proc. We're allowed to keep that constant pressure, deep fissures, CC whenever we want. Light attack force pulse constantly over and over again. We never have to stop the pressure. And because the CC heals us, okay, I don't have to keep going to this back bar to heal. I can literally keep being offensive, cast my CC, and I'm gaining a heal from casting my CC. You know, it's insane. The pressure I can apply is insane. And let's just look at the back bar stats. So as you can see, running 30k spell resistance, 28k physical resistance. I'm a Breton, so that goes up. The resistances go up as well. We've got 2.5 crit resist. You can pump more into the CC if you want more crit resist. You can pump more into the CP if you want more physical resistance. Okay, but as you can see there, we've got 42k max magic and we've got 1.9 recovery. So the stats are pretty good. The front bar, okay, got the major sorcery. We've got the light attack. We're looking at 2.9 spell damage without a continuous, so we're continuous, you're looking at 3.1. And you got 4.1 and a half max magic with still 1.9 magic recovery. So the stats are actually really good on this. Really good. We've got real good consistent damage, real good pressure, real good recoveries. Yeah, and overall just really good fun to use, guys. Just really good fun. A little bit quirky, a little bit different. And I think it just stops us seeing the generic Mag Warden tank. Northern Storm, oh loot, the predictability. I'm just going to heal through the Northern Storm, yeah? We're going for a little bit different, a little bit quirky. Obviously, I'm not saying this is meta, best in slot, and all that sort of good stuff. It's just a different build that I've been playing about with that works really well. And yeah, I just feel like there's not enough. I think there's too many generic Mag Warden builds out there. So I just thought I'd bring out something a little bit different. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any suggestions, obviously, please comment below. I love feedback, whether it's positive or negative. Just give me feedback below, okay, because it helps me improve the channel, improve the content that you guys want to see. Obviously, I don't want to be bringing out content that you guys don't want to see. If you want to see more demonstrations on rotations, more demonstrations on, you know, how to PvP and small scale, then just whack the comments down below, guys, and tell me what you want to see. I'm going to still be bringing these build videos out. I'm going to try and keep to the once a week builds, okay? If you want to see a build for a certain class that you have and you've not seen a good build that you fancy, then please, again, whack it down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do for you. Thanks for all the support, guys. Peace out.